that Jim Graves was running a real competitive race, and we knew if we had good turnout in this state that he had an excellent shot at beating Michele Bachmann. So we're right on the precipice. The great thing right now is that most of the conservative precincts are in, and the outstanding precincts right now are from the more progressive and liberal-leaning precincts. So when they come in out of St. Cloud, we expect that's going to put them over the top.
So those are St. Cloud precincts. Are they urban precincts and suburban precincts?
Outstanding.
So in other words, those could erase that 120 vote lead very quickly.
Absolutely.
How many votes have been counted? What percentage so far?
You know, I'm not sure of the exact percentage right now. There's still some outstanding, obviously, but the nice thing, like I said, is that where most of the vote is at this point, still yet to come in, is areas that should be favorable to Jim Graves.
What effect did the Clinton speech Sunday night at St. Cloud State have on this race?
I think it had a great effect. There's no one that's able to crystallize the problems of this country than Jim Graves. But I think the reality, what you saw here with Michele Bachmann, is someone who completely ignored her district for the last year and a half to campaign for president. And today, potentially, if things continue in the right way, we're going to surprise her. We're going to win. Jim Graves is going to beat her.
I mean, this would be a huge feather in the hat of the Democratic Party nationally to defeat Michele Bachmann, who, I mean, is known outside of Minnesota as well as a right-winger.
We've been a big believer in Jim Graves the whole time. The contrast between Graves, a businessman who's created jobs, and Michele Bachmann, this career politician who's done nothing but create divisive controversy in Washington. That's the contrast. And I think what you're seeing tonight is people really recoiling to that. People really saying at the end of the day, we need problem solvers and leadership in Washington, not this kind of reactive politics. And so I'm really hoping that we'll get Graves over the finish line tonight.
What can you tell us about the Nolan-Kravac race in the 8th?
Right now, it's looking like Rick Nolan's going to be elected as well in the 8th district. And if that happens, we'll pick up 2 congressional seats here in Minnesota.
Do you have any numbers that you can tell us and what percentage have come in?
The only thing I can tell you is that from my reports from the 8th district is that Rick Nolan is overperforming Congressman Oberstar's numbers from 2010 by a very wide margin, and that Chair Kravac is underperforming his numbers from 2010.
What are the last votes that we're waiting for statewide? I mean, typically in Minnesota it's been St. Louis County, right?
Right.
Is that what's the last vote's going to come in to decide this?
Stearns and Benton County out in St. Cloud still. Obviously, St. Louis County up in the 8th district. We're still waiting for quite a bit of the vote to come in, so it's still early to call either one of the races. The reality is the trend line looks good for both of those. Then, of course, what we're really waiting on as well as the majorities, the legislative majorities, and we're feeling really good about taking back both chambers at this point.
At this point, what's the goal? I mean, how many seats? And it sounds like you're going to get the Senate.
We'll take a 1-seat majority. We'll take a 1-seat majority. As long as we have majorities in either chamber, we can actually start to move the state forward again, get it back on track. That's the reality. We don't need more than 1 seat. We have a bigger margin, great. If we have a bigger majority, great. But we just have to have majorities.
And how about the amendments? What are the numbers showing right now?
You know, it's really too close to call. There's a lot outstanding yet on the amendments. But the encouraging thing is that when you add in the drop-off vote, which is hovering around 4% right now, it looks likely that we could beat back both of these amendments.
So how come you weren't crowd surfing here with Ryback and his mom?
I'm too big. They would have dropped me.
All right. Anything else to add?
No.
We'd love to have you or others back a little later on to dissect numbers. We're assuming it's going to be a long night with respect to the amendments.
I'm happy to.
Cool.
Happy to.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, good to see you.